Alola! I'm the official narrator. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're looking at Cutiefly and Ribombee. Secret for you, I typed in Cutiefly nicknames first, and I was like, oh yeah, shit, that's not the final evolution. So I had to change it. It does sort of make me wonder how different the results would have been if I just left it at Cutiefly. Alright, Ranker strikes again, yet again. So far we've only had one episode without Ranker. But I don't really care for this nickname, but I think we could alter it just a tiny bit just to make it a little bit more entertaining. Rather than calling it Bumble, call it Buck Bumble. In case you want to reference a really obscure N64 game that is known only for its song and pretty much nothing else of worth. Food-based nicknames are alright. Twinkie, Bubblegum. If I'm honest, I think I prefer Twinkie a little bit better. And not gonna say I'd use it, but I don't hate it. You guys know it's not gonna fit the character limit, right? Like, I was editing the Oricorio episode today, and I was like, Michael Parakeeton probably won't fit anyway, so the joke doesn't matter. And this, I don't even gotta count the letters. There's no way you're gonna be able to use it. Why are you even recommending this? Down. I think if you just wanted to call it Tinkerbell, like, Ribombee's probably the best choice, I think, of out of any Pokemon we've come across so far. Because we've always seen it, it's always been like, oh yeah, generic fairy type nickname, but it's like, yeah, but this one's got wings. Alternative idea. Literally just thought this up 3 seconds ago. Pikmin. Alright, I need to go on a rant. You want to call it Vi from Bug Fables? That's fine. I have a personal distaste for Bug Fables in the fact that it has no identity outside of it just being living in the shadow of Thousand Year Door. We have plenty of games in, you know, the indie scene and stuff that it's very clear that they take inspiration for other games. Binding of Isaac, Undertale, Lalisa series, Axiom Verge. But the difference with those games versus Bug Fables is they can clearly establish their own identity past it, and you don't need to play the game that they're inspired by to enjoy it. Bug Fables has no identity. It is nothing but a plagiaristic cash grab at Thousand Year Door, and sucks as a result. Like, if you're not a fan of Thousand Year Door, it's nothing. I mean, on its own, it probably could be a fine game, but I dislike that it has no identity outside of nostalgia for Thousand Year Door. I like Thousand Year Door, but you could at least try and maybe do something that's not so desperate and have an identity. Create something yourself. That's interesting that Scornet comes up. Okay, well, Scornet's fine. I promise you I did not see this when I was when I said Pikmin. It literally just because of the fact of fairy and then wings. But sure, Scornet's another idea, and I mean, shit, I don't really have a problem. I'm not gonna say it's better or worse, but I am gonna say it's an idea. Okay, we looked through the first page of Google. While Pokemon.net was there, I decided to literally look through every single Pokemon in Alola we've covered so far, just to make sure I hadn't been missing anything. 90% of those pages were blank. Like, there was nothing that I feel would have been included in the episode. I'm pretty sure Hedwig the Rowlet we probably did talk about in that episode, but that's the only worthwhile nickname we saw on Pokemon.net throughout all 10 episodes we've done. I think it's actually episode 9. But all the same, just so you know, Pokemon.net, you haven't been missing anything. You know what you have been missing? The spreadsheet. And by that I mean, we've covered the spreadsheet. But here's Ribombee spreadsheet. And I don't really understand or care about any of this, so I'm just gonna close that tab and move on. There are no comment suggestions for this, and I do feel like the only things that we really came across that was worth a damn was kind of just Tinkerbell and then my idea of Pikmin or Scornet, and that's it. So Ribombee was kind of a bit of a dud. The thing that I think is a little bit trickier about this one versus other bee Pokemon is the lack of aggressive appearance that this one has. So although I could recommend you check out the Vespiquen or Beedrill episode, Ribombee Cutiefly's appearance is significantly different. So although there are other ideas like, I don't know, Zinger or Sectonia or Devora or something like that for other bee related names that we talked about in those episodes, I don't know if they're going to fit Ribombee. If you want to check out those episodes to see if they give you any inspiration, I mean, feel free. But it's not a guarantee that it'll work with Ribombee just because its appearance is so drastically different from the other two. The other have more of an aggressive one, while this one is very much a cutesy one. Despite the Pokedex entry, I'm pretty sure saying that Ribombee is like mega fucked up or something. I don't know. Apparently a lot of Alola's Pokedex entries are fucked up. But anyway, any other ideas and suggestions you have for Cutiefly or Ribombee, feel free to put in the comments below. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good. Be careful about kitty cats. I had one jump on me while I was recording this, and little known fact about kitty cats, they have razor blades on their feet. But you know what doesn't? Ribombee. So think about nicknames for Ribombee.